Hey, Sooner football fans. It's the Sooner Football Fans podcast. You got Terry and Rob here. Remember Rob?
Remember Terry?
And it's Thursday night at Louis, our favorite place for Thursday night, right on beautiful Campus Corner. We got a little bit of dirty laundry going on over the loudspeakers.
Man, they got it up right now.
Somebody likes the song Dirty Laundry. So, which is a good song. We're kind of sitting here jamming out with it.
A little bit.
Remember to hit the subscribe button so you can see our videos all the time. Our podcasts are out on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, everywhere you get your podcasts. That's where we're at, and you know that. The most important thing before we get started is
we are not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
but we do got some eligibility left.
Do we have the desire, though? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But we talked about it on the podcast the other day, Rob. I brought in the requirements that are out on Indeed for the job opening at the University of Oklahoma in the football program.
Analyst.
The football analyst.
Yep.
So, Rob's got the job description right here. He's getting on his...
You read it on that?
Let's see how many of us are qualified to be a football analyst at the University of Oklahoma.
Okay, for starters, 99% of you are not. Probably 99.9. Duties will include, but are not limited to, assist coaching staff with film breakdown, film reviews, scouting reports, development of daily practice plans, development of game plans. You feel like you could do all that, don't you?
Most of us can.
We could do that,
Yeah.
couldn't
We talk about it between Saturday after game and the Saturday morning kickoff, or the next Saturday kickoff. So I think that, everybody kind of qualifies a little bit that they think they can do that.
Well, let's talk about film breakdown. What would they be breaking down?
Well, they would be sitting there letting Lincoln know.
That was a good play. That was a good play.
Good play. Good job. They'd be letting them, Grinch know that was a good play, bad play. Like you said, what are the qualifications for it, Rob?
All right, so the job requirements, required education is bachelor's degree, doesn't say what in,
No.
or equivalent combination of education, job-related experience, and here's the and. So that first part you're like, okay, well I got a bachelor's degree, or I've been a coach. Here's the and. 1,836 months collegiate football operations and coaching experience.
Okay. Either that's a misprint or they're trying to get guys like us from not applying, because that's like 153 years of coaching experience.
Yeah, I'm not good at the new math, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
However, you can go on to Indeed.com, do your little search for football analyst, those of you who want to apply. Okay? It will bring it up. You click on it, and it'll say easy apply right there. Click on that. Put Rob and Terry down as references.
That'll work.
And that'll get you, I don't know, maybe the email opened. We're not sure. But that's the qualifications.
Hold on, I'm not done with the skills.
Oh, the skills. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
Are you ready for this? Proficient in Microsoft Office. Like I'm getting closer.
Closer, yeah, I got that.
Able to communicate well and build rapport quickly with students, faculty, and staff.
I got that.
No, I'm out.
You're out.
Exceptional organizational skills, ability to work independently as well as part of the team, ability to gain and maintain working knowledge of university, Big 12 and NCAA process rules and regulations.
Everybody has that.
All right. Last one.
Last one.
Effective oral and written communication. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're the one who just said oral, and you emphasized the oral.
Certifications. None.
I like the last one.
Advertised physical requirements: pull, push, reach, engage in repetitive motions, grasp, move, feel, touch, communicate, hear, and see, including color, depth, perception, and clarity. So what if I got like 9 out of 10 there? I'm like, I can see it, but
my depth perception ain't what it used to be. But the very last one, supervision. No supervisory duties. So you don't have to boss anybody around. all you got to do is watch football films and tell them what you think.
I think it's a little bit more involved than that, but
Hey, that's what it says to me. Are you able to sit down, watch football film, and say, this is what's happening, you can apply.
so let's do this.
Okay.
Let's you and I apply for that tomorrow
And see what happens?
and see what happens.
Would it be awesome if we got a job interview?
Lincoln's like, Terry?
Terry?
I see your quality. You don't have MS Office?
Well, but the other thing is that if we do, let's apply for it. And if we don't get an interview next year at the coaches show, we can go up to him and say, we didn't even get an interview.
Come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Right?
Yeah, at least a tour of the facility. Here's what it could be like. But again, though, by all means, Sooner fans, go on and apply for this job. Put us down as references. Just Indeed.com, type it in on your laptop. Football analyst, Norman, Oklahoma, boom, there it is. That's all you got to do.
An hour of your life that you'll never get back.
But it will be awesome. You can say, I applied to be a football analyst at the University of Oklahoma. Put that on your resume, just that I applied.
I think the compensation says negotiable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much would I have to give them?
To let me be an analyst.
I mean, I'm just saying, I can't afford a whole lot. But.
Exactly. So, moving on to a little bit of Sooner football.
Okay.
Have you heard the news about the full pad scrimmages?
No, go ahead and tell me.
Well, apparently, I was looking on some of our websites, the guys that we follow, TFB, Sooner Scoop, and stuff like that. But on TFB, they were talking about there were 7 interceptions the other day. In the full pad scrimmage, yes.
Do we have 7 interceptions all of last year?
No. I'm not even going to try to look it up. I'm just going to say no.
So does that mean the quarterback was bad or the defense was good?
That's the question. Good job. See that? Roll into that. We don't know. Is it a quarterback problem? Offensive problem? Or is it that the defense is being the speed attack defense?
Right.
What do you think?
I'm going to say the defense is improved.
I'm going to say the defense is speeding and attacking. I'm not going to say the I word. Okay, I'm holding off on that. But that's the word is that the interceptions were off of tip balls because the defense was swarming to the ball. Which brings up another thing. I don't like, we don't talk about losses. I know that, but I was watching NFL, Good Morning Football NFL, whatever, on NFL Network, and they had a Alabama running back, and they showed a little flare pass that he scored on, and I watched half of our defense stop when he caught the ball. I was like, oh my God. So I know they were a little bit dejected at that time, but hopefully we won't see that anymore.
Hopefully not.
But that's the thing I was wondering, is it a quarterback? Is it an offensive issue? I know it's just spring, but it makes you wonder when nobody talked about the defense last year during this time, other than really Buki. They were talking about that and a few of the guys, but this is big news because you didn't hear this, you didn't see this. We even talked about it last year on one of the podcasts before the game. The football program was putting out all these videos of practices, and they were showing all these great offensive catches and touchdowns. And I was like, where's an interception or a pass breakup?
Where's the defense at?
So that's good news so far.
So far, so good, right?
So far, so good. The other thing is, did you get to see Mr. Kingsbury on Tuesday, Rob, here at the university?
No, but I heard that he was here along with his general manager.
Yeah, Steve Keim or whatever, Kim.
Yeah.
Had a meeting with Kyler Murray, which means Kyler Murray will be the #1 draft pick in the NFL draft. Oklahoma will have back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners and back-to-back #1 draft picks at quarterback.
Yep. Maybe back-to-back-to-back.
Well, Tanner Mordecai's not a senior this year. See what I did there?
All right.
Because I'm going to bring that up. because the quarterback battle, the word is they're getting better. That Hurts is doing a great job running the ball and throwing the intermediate routine passes.
What does that mean?
He's had some big runs and throwing good intermediate routine passes, you know.
Okay.
But Mordecai has had big passes, difficult and down the field passes that has completed. So, like what you brought up on the podcast the other day is and I know a lot of people, some of our good friends who are, you know, Alabama fans and are Jalen Hurts fans that said he can throw it down the field, but the indication here is he's doing good on the intermediate routine passes, and Mordecai is throwing the ball down the field. So, something to think about, do you think, or is it just fodder for us to?
Well, so if he's not doing well, they're not going to come out and say, yeah, Jalen's not doing very well. He probably shouldn't have transferred here. I mean, they're not going to do that.
Right.
So
I would think not.
they're going to find whatever he's doing good and talk about that.
Yeah.
So if that's all he's doing good, he may not win that starting.
Well, if there's anything positive out of that, out of any of this, is that if he does win the starting job, it looks like Mordecai is pushing him.
Well,
You see what I mean? It's it's not truly, hey, oh, Jalen's here, that Mordecai is doing things that maybe Hurts isn't doing right now, that he's got to work on between now and fall camp.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Well, I want him to lie to me. I want him to come out and say, oh my gosh.
Like they did with the defense for 3 years.
We got two Heisman Trophy guys right here.
Yeah.
The starter and the backup. We don't know which is which.
Yeah. So it's, you know, like I said, I think we're all in agreement that it's Hurts' job to lose.
Probably. Yes.
Okay. But if Mordecai is doing well, and when Spencer Rattler gets here, and he starts doing well, it's only going to make that room better. And whether it be Hurts, Rattler, Mordecai, they're getting pushed right now. It's each of them are doing certain things really well. So the other one's got to step up their game and do the other part well.
Well, with Lincoln in there, he's going to develop them both.
Yeah.
So they're going to both be really good quarterbacks. When Rattler gets here, you know, he's already a really good quarterback. So I think we're set back there for a while.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're pretty set at and receiver. So talk about a little bit about the defensive line. Apparently, what's been pushed to the front has been Ronnie Perkins at the rush end, the outside linebacker, defensive end position. Gallimore at nose tackle. Kenneth Mann at defensive end, and Dylan Famatu. I'm not even going to try to. Fahamatu. Good job, Rob. At defensive tackle, which tells me one thing. That's 4 really, really, really big guys. So apparently, these 4 guys, with their size, are falling into that speed defense because they got to be quick. They got to fill that single gap. So,
or that's all we got.
That's all. I'm trying to say. That's all. We try to be positive. When one of us is being positive, the other one reminds us, yeah, that may be only the 4 guys we got. You know, so they're at least big.
They are big.
We can say that.
That's for sure.
So hopefully that's the that they're getting into this defense and doing it well. The sad part is that we're really, really, really not going to get to see anything until next year. Everybody's going to be excited about the spring game, but we all know
you're not going to see.
It's going to be vanilla icing.
You're not going to see that
on a vanilla cake,
and that's okay. We don't want to get any injuries. You know, honestly, if they come out and they say, hey, you know, Neville Gallimore busted a Achilles in the spring game, then he's out for the season.
Right.
We don't want to hear that because we're already thin there. We don't need anybody to say, hey, we were losing somebody here.
Yeah.
So, especially O-line.
Speaking of losing people, Michael Thompson from St. Louis, the 4-star recruit, 6'5", 329 pounds. We were all worried about him being moved to offensive line. Was like, oh, what does that mean? Well, it means one of 2 things. they're deep on the defensive line, which I think is probably a little bit, and they're needing more talent on the offensive line, obviously, because we lost 4 guys. And Grinch's words, I mean not Grinch, Bedenbaugh's words were, he's doing a lot better than I expected. So he's playing the left tackle, the blind side.
That's the big money spot.
That's the big money spot, and that's probably how they sold him on moving over to it. 6'5", 329 pounds. That's a big.
It's a big boy.
Big boy. And one of the things that I watched, and again, we're just fans. We're not analysts. Well, we're going to apply to be analysts. But I watched his recruiting stuff on Huddle last year. The kid on defense used his hands great, and we know with today's offenses, you can use those hands just as well. He knows how to use his hands. He's going to do well at that spot, I think.
Big, strong kid.
Yeah.
Apparently he's pretty intelligent, so...
Yeah.
You know, not that a lot of offensive linemen aren't.
Yeah, I was.
Just saying. I hope it's a good move for him.
Yeah.
I hope he's able to get in there and give us some depth. You know, I mean, I'm not saying he won't be a starter, but...
I think he's probably going to work into that spot. So... some interesting stuff came out, and we're going to be, watching it close. Not that we're going to break any news for anybody.
We're not breaking any news.
Yeah, we're not breaking any news. However, we did let everybody know how to apply to be an analyst job. So, again, go to Indeed.com, fill out your application, put us down as references. So
that'll get you a long way.
That'll get you a long way.
That and about $5 will buy you a Starbucks coffee.
$5? Where do you buy a Starbucks coffee for $5?
Yeah, you can get one for $5, can't you? No?
Maybe a shot of coffee there. I don't know. But anyway, we got some big news that's coming up. We're going to drop it out there on Tuesday for the spring game. Everybody's been asking about what's going to be gone and if we're going to be doing something. We've got some big news, and we'll watch for it on Twitter and Facebook on Tuesday morning.
And who's all going with us to UCLA?
I know Sooner Lisa is. Lori.
That's it?
No, I think there's some other people. I can't remember off the top of my head.
When are we making our airfare arrangements?
We probably need to do that pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
So everybody go out there, make sure if you're going to the UCLA game, make your reservations. Go on to Dan Donnelly's website, Tailgate Connect.
Tailgate Connect.
$40.
Don't sign up as a student.
Don't sign up as a student because you can't drink. Okay. But it's $40, $35 if you use the code. We don't know what the code is because we keep forgetting it because we're dumb like that. But
it's 007.
007, yeah. Type that in and see what happens. But
it'll work.
It's $35 with the code. That's all inclusive. He's having tri-tip steaks. All you can eat and drink. So before,
and there's going to be a lot of UCLA fans.
Yeah, there's going to be UCLA fans.
So we can rub it in on.
Yeah, Mike Regalado. Yeah, he's coming.
All right.
We did a podcast with him. He does a UCLA podcast. He's looking forward to it. So it's going to be a good time. So make your reservations, your air flights, and get on to Tailgate Connect and get your tailgate tickets done. It is a limited seating, limited space. So, get on there quick. That's why Dan put it out there today or last week or whenever. So
I bought mine and my 2 older boys. And Scotty, the guy from LA Sooner 5-0. So we're all in.
You didn't buy mine?
I didn't. Haven't you already bought yours?
Thanks, Rob. No. I thought you were buying mine.
Well, I would have, Terry. I don't like you. No.
So,
what about me?
Anyway, we will be there in sunny Pasadena. Hopefully it's sunny.
Hopefully it is.
And then I'm going to drag Rob after the Sooner game to the Iron Maiden concert.
Rob don't do well with crowds. Okay? And I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, so anyway, Oklahoma Sooner football, Iron Maiden concert, outdoors. It's going to be an epic Saturday for me. Mm-hmm. My wife, Teresa, can't wait either. So
I'm going to go down on, what is that called, Hollywood Boulevard? What's that chick that was in the movie? She's still down there? If she is, I'm going to pick her up.
What?
You know, what's her name? The tall redheaded chick.
Tall
And the
redheaded.
Lotus
Are you talking about?
Oh, Pretty Women.
from Pretty Woman. That's
Yeah.
it. Pretty Woman. That's
Julia
the one,
Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Yeah, I'm picking her up. If she's
You're
right
go-
next to
so
him.
Rob's just going to go stand on the corner of Hollywood and Vine.
Up and taking her shopping?
No, I'm just gonna say hi.
You know that's called kidnapping in some states, Rob.
Well, I mean, if they press charges.
So anyway, that's the podcast or the YouTube podcast, whatever, for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure and like us. Do everything that you need to do.
Unless you don't like us.
But that's it. Boomer, Rob.
Boomer Jerry.